Hi everyone, it's 8 p.m. in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's actually the 4th of May. So I must say to my fellow Star Wars enthusiasts, may the 4th be with you. That's my joke for the night. On to serious things. I am your host, Deborah Warner. The name of our company is One Life, and we are happy that you're joining us tonight from all around the globe. Welcome to day 45 of our 60 consecutive days of financial learning to change your circumstances now. Our presenter tonight is Noel Emmanuel Jack. Noel is a minister of religion, a naturopathic practitioner, wildlife master, herbologist, and nutritional consultant specialist in the field of natural medicine, holistic health, and wellness for the past 30 years. He's very dedicated to his belief and his field. He is the founder and director of the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Brother Noel's clinic is devoted to breakthrough medicine and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, mind, and spirit. He treats a variety of diseases, for example, cancer, diabetes, and much, much more. He has hosted several radio and television programs covering topics of religion, spirituality, comparative religion, human rights and freedom, Eastern and Western philosophy, science, health and wellness, and conspiracy theories and facts. He has been the host of the World of Cryptocurrency radio program. Brother Noel, as he is affectionately called, has a passion for life, people, and liberty. He has spent his years in research, experiments, and development of herbal products with the intention to help our nation, Caribbean community, and the world at large. He possesses a free and generous spirit and love for God. Brother Noel's goal is to help alleviate pain, suffering, diseases, and also to spiritually enlighten and help save his fellow men. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce to you Brother Noel, One Life Ruby Consultant. Over to you, Noel. Hello.
Okay, Deborah, are you hearing me?
Yes, Noel, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, just gonna share my screen now, right?
Wonderful, yes.
Okay. Okay, so are you all seeing the screen?
It's coming up.
Okay.
Yes, it's here.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Over to you.
Okay, so good night and good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. It's a beautiful evening here in Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean, and I'm your presenter for this evening. And we are offering to you this great business or cryptocurrency, that is digital currency, called OneCoin. So welcome to the world of cryptocurrency, a very innovative world, a unique world, a world where dreams can come true for you, a world where things can happen for you. I'm talking about financial breakthrough. I'm talking about success. I'm talking about the realization of all your dreams. Yes, people, technology is advancing at a rapid pace, and we need to keep abreast with that technology in educating ourselves to understand this new world of cryptocurrency. We need to keep abreast with the advancing technology. Today, we see in our world artificial intelligence or AI, virtual reality or VR, blockchain protocol technology, augmented reality, that's AR, robotics, nanotechnology, micro apps, and what is called God bots. This technology is advancing at such a pace, is as it were, the scientists, these technologists are appearing to be like God. We have the 5G system now, um, rolling out all across different aspects of the world, and it is producing what we call the Internet of Things, where every single thing is connected to the internet. Your smart devices, your television, your cars, your refrigerators, every single thing now is being connected to the internet, and we are being morphed into what is called the Internet of Things. Yes, my people, it is happening as we speak in almost every single nation on planet Earth. The age of reason originated the thoughts and action that shaped the contemporary world order. But that order is now in upheaval amidst a new, more sweeping technological revolution whose consequences we have failed to fully reckon with, and whose culmination may be a world relying on machines powered by data and algorithms and governed by ethical or philosophical norms. This is a quote taken from ex or previous former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, a guy that, he's something else. The kinds of stuff that this man is involved in, you Google and do the research. And this was taken from 2018, a paper that you recall, How the Enlightenment Ends. How the Enlightenment Ends. So the Enlightenment took over what you call the age where religion was dominant and morality governed the earth. Now it is like atheism is in control, materialism is in control, and he's saying there's going to be a technological revolution, and data and algorithms will be governing the world. Yes, my dear people, this is happening as we speak. Here's a technology where they have an interface, computerized interface that can now upload thoughts to your brain. Is as if you were in the matrix and you were Neo sitting in that seat, and he has all these consoles attached to him and these electrodes attached to him, and he's learning program after program after program. What program are you learning today? What are you connected to? What are you feeding your brain upon? We're living in a technological age, in a revolutionary advancing age. What are you learning this evening? What are you paying attention to? Don't you know that our world is changing at a rapid pace? You need to be plugged into these One Academy calls. You need to be plugged into these business opportunity presentations on cryptocurrency. You need to do this. Trust me, you need to do this, people, else you'll be left behind, else you'll be stuck in an enslavement and poverty mindset, and you alone will be responsible. You alone will be held responsible. Here is this auspicious guy, a professor in neuroscience. I had the privilege of meeting him at the University of the West Indies, where they undertook a massive international project crossing borders across the world, where scientists, neuroscientists, people who were into artificial intelligence, robotics, computer science, and so on, they were able to design and help people who had, amputees. This guy who had one leg, they were able, through his thoughts, to trigger the neurological pathways in his legs, artificial legs, robotic legs, to kick the football to start the World Cup. Imagine that. That's how far the technology has advanced. But what are you doing this evening? Are you positioning yourself for those advancing technology? And I suggest humbly that you should, because there's a need for a financial revolution upon this earth. You see, education in our establishment, our systems of education, or systems of learning throughout the world is also something that is controlled. It is also something that the who's who have a monopoly on. And financial education in particular has been obscured to the masses. Only a few elite were privileged to understand and to enter into this concept of finance where they accumulate wealth, untold wealth, unspeakable wealth. You know, you hear of the assets of these people that cannot even be disclosed. You hear of the richest man being Bill Gates, you know, or the guy who founded Amazon, or some Mexican guy, but these people are just what is publicly declared. There are other members, people, there are other people, other families in the earth that are super, super rich that you cannot even assess or ascertain their assets and wealth. We're talking about individual families that control over 80% of the wealth of this world. Which part of that wealth do you earn? Which part of that wealth do you have? So there is, in fact, a need for financial education. And there is a need for a global financial revolution. Hear me out, people. Hear me out well. Listen to this.
I wish I didn't take life so seriously. I wish I didn't take life so seriously. I wish I didn't take life so seriously. I wish I lived more. I wish I gave more happiness to my family. I wish I knew how precious life was, how fleeting, how special, and at the same time fragile and insignificant. I wish I didn't give up on my dreams so easy. One day, life will flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching. When we look back on our life, in our last breaths, we will all wonder, did my life mean anything? Did my life mean anything to this world? Was I loved? Did I have an impact on anyone else's life? Did I matter? We won't be worried about our bills. We won't be worried about our hair. We certainly won't care about our favorite TV show. We won't spare a second thought of others' opinions and judgments. Did I matter? Before you reach that last breath, today might be the time to make a change. Make your life matter. One day, it will be over. There will be 2 dates, either side of a dash. Make sure that dash is not empty. Make sure it is full of life, full of living. Oscar Wilde once said, "To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all." And he was right. Don't live like everyone else. Be extraordinary. Live every moment with passion and wonder. Don't take anything or anyone for granted. What is important to you? What dreams do you have? Go get them. What are you waiting for? You only have one shot. If you miss the target, at least you will live with pride, knowing you have no regrets. Who do you love? Who has loved you? Tell them. Tell them now. You never know when it will be your last chance. Don't take this magical thing called life for granted. Keep your head when everyone else is losing theirs. Trust yourself when everyone else doubts you. Master your dreams when all others give up on theirs. Be the captain when everyone else is content being the crew. Be the lion when all others are playing sheep. Be the leader when all others are following. Live each day as if it may be your last on earth. It may be. Leave your legacy. legacy.
My. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, people? Did you see that? What an inspirational video. It talks about dreams, about living life with passion. You know, if you really consider what you heard there, what you saw there a little while ago, it should make a great change in your life. Yes, my dear people, you need to live your life with passion. What about your dreams? What about your goals? What about your desires? Some of these things you had from a child. And it's not too late to dream again. It's not too late to have goals, to set these goals again, to achieve things. It is not too late. We are offering to you a great opportunity here this evening that can significantly change your life. What are you going to do with it? You see this beautiful quote here. There's nothing like OneCoin. It's the beginning of something great. Yes, my dear people, we are a global company. The One Life network stretches all over the world. We are a great company. We are a global company. We have something great. It is the beginning of something great. Our growing network covers over 3.6 million members in 6 continents, in 194 countries of the world. We operate on multiple platforms with a massive and a very comprehensive ecosystem. Are you listening to me? Our mission, should you choose to accept it, is to enable a global community of web users to take active part in empowering and improving new cutting edge digital products and services. Yes, my dear people, this is the age that we're living in. The globalization process has facilitated the development of such innovation and technology where we have the Internet of Things, where we have blockchain technology. So we have to use the present system, the internet, cutting edge digital products and services to profit, to sustain ourselves, and to leave a legacy. Our aim is to increase the quality of life of the members. Do you think the people of the world have quality of life? They predict over 100 million persons on planet Earth will be stricken with poverty. Over 33 million of them are children. We have mass unemployment, especially now, all over the world. Starvation, social disparity, upheavals, economic recession and depression, all precipitated by what is going on presently in our world with the onset of the new coronavirus. How has the quality of your life been affected? People now have to look to governments to get social grants, to help them with their rent, to help them with food. Even the religious bodies have to get social grants. We are in dire straits, people, and you need to get on board with this mission, with the vision of the One Life Network, to provide alternative and equal access to practical and relevant education to the people of the world. We want to ignite a natural educational revolution. I hate that word evolution. A natural educational revolution. We want to invite opportunities for economic growth and create new market opportunities. Those are the mission of the One Life Network. And so, in the light of all these advancing technologies and the social conditions and scenarios that beset us, there is need for that change taking place in money as well. So while other changes are taking place all over the world, the changing face of money is also happening. We know in the early days, they had the bartering system. Then they went to things like shekels, you had leather, you had wood, All of these things were used as a means of exchange as money till we had the gold coins, the gold bars, and it went eventually to paper money. There's a whole history surrounding that. And paper money we know was backed by gold originally. But on August the 15th, 1971, President Nixon, the then president of the United States of America, in order to finance the World War, removed the gold standard from the dollar. And the dollar today has depreciated significantly. Fiat currency as we know it is backed by no physical commodity. And the biggest risk for fiat currency is becoming worthless due to inflation and hyperinflation. So money moved to the point where it had no value really, or insignificant amount of value, to plastic. And from there it went to secure forms of payment on the internet. We are all familiar too well with this. But now it has moved and changed to digital currencies, organic cryptocurrency. So it's not just a method of payment being backed by the paper dollar as a form of payment. We now have organic cryptocurrency now operated all over the world. And way back in the year 1966, they talk of digitalizing the world. Everything is going to go digital. And this again happened under the time of Henry Kissinger. If you do the research, you will see it. And back then in 1988, it was predicted that the year 2018 will have the end of paper money, or at least the development of a world currency. The move towards that taking place started in 2009 with the revolutionary white paper put out by that guy called Satoshi Nakamoto. The white paper, the business plan for the first cryptocurrency in the world called Bitcoin. Bitcoin. And now there are over 5,000 plus different cryptocurrencies. So why was cryptocurrency born? What were some of the fundamental principles that birthed cryptocurrency? Well, number one, the banks. We have problems with the banks as it is. Banking now is banks right now are very inconvenient. You have to brave the weather. You have to risk your information being stolen. You have the inconvenience of lining up in the bank, fanciful building, well kept, well clean, lining up there for hours, especially when the month is coming to an end. We have senior citizens having to go through that pain of lining up in the bank and getting service, or is it a disservice? We have the hefty fees from those bankers. Do they really have to charge so much fees to keep your own money? And they take your money and they make billions and trillions of it. And at the end of the day, what interest do you get? So there's a problem with the banks and the banking system. Over 2.5 billion persons that are unbanked for various reasons. And so people, that is one of the needs why we need cryptocurrency. Another need is the remittance or sending of money worldwide, globally. People have to spend between 5-6% to up to 33 and a third percent to send money to your loved ones. And again, high taxes where they are literally raping us. Another reason, global trade, buying and selling goods, the ease of settlement. Are you hearing me? The ease of settlement, cross-border purchases, the cost of fraud. That's the next big thing. Banks, international banks, are fined millions and millions of dollars on an annual basis. There's a lot of fraudulent activities going on in the banks, restrictions on where and what you can buy or sell, issues of global trade that are directly connected to the banks. We know governments also are involved because they have to work with the banks on a global level. So the ease of doing business, it's a problem now. Although some countries are opening up better and they're making that change, yes, but traditionally, there is a problem with global trade. And what about protecting income and wealth? This is one of the major concerns because after the financial in 2008, countries started printing more and more money. And what was the end result there? Inflation, inflation, and hyperinflation. Your money or currency being depreciated and losing value. With cryptocurrency functions just like gold. It's a limited supply that the computerized blockchain system can produce, and therefore the demand and supply scenario is what determines the value of the cryptocurrency. The more people are involved in this project, more people get the financial education, more people adopt the OneCoin cryptocurrency, and more people that get involved in the OneLife network, we grow the value and usability of the coin. It's like any currency. Money is anything that we agree upon that we can use as a means of exchange for goods and services. Represented today in your cash that you have in your hand, or other forms of money, or like digital currencies. But the most secure, the one that is most secure is the cryptocurrency, especially a cryptocurrency like what we are going to introduce to you tonight. Because there's a limited supply of that coin. And if you adopt that coin and become part of that network, then you help with the increase of that coin, the usability of that coin. And the value of that coin goes up. Here we see in 2020, this year, you can purchase certain amounts of goods and services with your dollar. But next year, if we ask you the question, undoubtedly all over the world, we will receive the same answer. 1 year later, it will be impossible for you to purchase the same goods and services. Why? Because the fiat currency is guaranteed to go down. When it comes to digital currencies that are stable, like our coin, OneCoin, when it comes to our network and the education that we have received, and we participate in this project, and we use our ecosystem that is so friendly, that is so usable, the dealshaker platform, to purchase goods and services, we know for sure that our coin is more stable. Most of the other cryptocurrencies there are volatile. So you need something paramount, that is education. You need education. That is the heart of the company, to so fit you, to so imbue your intellect that you will understand the world of finance. You'll understand the world of finance. That's one of the disciplines that we have. The world of forex that deals with fiat currencies and even cryptocurrencies, and the world of law, which are the legal ramifications concerning the adoption of cryptocurrency, economic valuation, legal definition, how cryptocurrencies are being adopted in different parts of the world. Wouldn't it be very good for you to learn what is not being taught presently, even in the universities and college? Wouldn't it be good for you to learn the difference between money and currencies, how money moves in the system, financial markets, risk, and financial management, behavioral finance, learn what is a commodity, what is assets, different asset types of asset classes? That would be super, super good. You can practice your mining skills, your trading skills. You're being taught by international financial experts, doctors with 2 and 3 degrees. You can achieve certification where you can now be a consultant in finance, a consultant in cryptocurrency. Yes, in several languages, thousands of minutes of video presentation, and One Academy manual on our e-learning platform called One Academy to so empower you and position you for success. So you learn all about cryptocurrencies, and we're told that there are protocols that allow the validation of transactions without the need of a third party, such as a bank, credit card companies, or escrow agents. Cryptocurrency is actually impacting and changing the financial market. They can dramatically reduce transaction costs and give access to financial transactions and avoid the pitfall in certain monetary systems. Yes, it functions as virtual gold because there's a limited supply that is created by the blockchain. And therefore, the scenario of demand and supply kicks in. The more people use our OneCoin, the more people come on board this project, the value of our coin rises. It's simple. It's no rocket science, people. Money has changed its face. And the times that we are, cryptocurrency can be developed, can be created, because the blockchain functions as a digital ledger that records and verifies transactions. The blockchain changes the way many industries operate. There's so many industries that are now impacted by the blockchain technology. You're talking about art and entertainment. You're talking about transportation. You're talking about medicine, agriculture, music, you name the industry. And if you Google, if you do the research, you will be shocked to see how many corporations are already for a very long time using blockchain technology. Multiple corporations and industries across the world, even governments like Dubai, like Malta, like Estonia, and very soon, I believe, Trinidad and Tobago. Let's hope that Trinidad and Tobago adopt the blockchain technology. We see that they are in discussions with the government of Estonia, and they're looking to bring about an identity card and certain aspect of the government services because of this COVID situation is now changing the paradigm. And they're now being forced to accept certain things, but now they're being forced to adapt. And so many people will find themselves in a condition like that because we spoke to so many people and yet they pay us no attention. But now we see what is happening. And a quote from our Introduction to Finance Level 1: to spur economic growth, and I quote, the central bank all around the globe introduced extraordinary measures. Main interest rates were lowered to negative territory, while the printing presses of the United States Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank seem to be running without a break. Yes, my dear people, many central banks have failed in the respect. The aforementioned example of the Federal Reserve of the United States is a notorious one, since after the establishment of this institution in the 1913, the dollar has lost over 95% of its value as of today. And people, it has gone further than that. Maybe the US dollar is about 2 cents or 3 cents because of inflation eating away the purchasing power of your dollar. So how do you get started in this project? You purchase an educational package. This is like an online university. You have from a starter package going way up. And with those educational packages, you get what is called free promotional tokens. So you have your education, you do your education on your own space and time, and your tokens that you receive free of charge, it's optional for you to accept these tokens. And when you accept these tokens, it goes through a split strategy where those tokens will double. It's like a stock split. And when those tokens are split, you now submit the tokens to mine at the touch of a button in your virtual back office. And the company will mine those coins for you, will mine those tokens for you, sorry. And out comes your OneCoin. Simple. So get back to the person who invited you or who recommended for you to see this presentation. We won't go through this part here. This part is where it talks of if you buy certain packages and you get a certain amount of tokens, when those tokens go through their split, how many tokens you will get at the end of the day that you can submit for mining to maximize the benefit of getting a large amount of OneCoin. And these OneCoins are indeed a novel asset class that is in the OneCoin context, the OneLife context, is stable, non-volatile, and has appreciating value. So your coin goes up as the usability goes up. So your coin, OneCoin, has more purchasing power behind it, as in contrast to your dying TT dollar or your US dollar or whatever dollar you use. So it is all simple. We lead by example. You take the courses, you learn the material, you earn your certificate, and you duplicate the process. You share the experience and the opportunity with others. The goal of OneCoin is to become the #1 cryptocurrency company in the world, the most usable coin. And so our aim is, if we are to be #1, and we are way ahead of our game, despite all our challenges, despite all the accusations, despite all the attacks, despite all the lies, the half-truths, despite all of that, we are on our goal to be the #1, because when you look at all the other cryptocurrencies, they fade into insignificance. They're not really used properly. They cannot really be used properly. And although they are on an exchange, you will see their value is very, very low. Only a few are doing pretty good. And still, they are not as successful. They're not as usable as the OneCoin cryptocurrency. So in order to become #1, we have to increase usability. We have to expand and increase our market capitalization. Yes, my dear people, usability is the end game. Functionality, reliability, we have an ecosystem surrounding our OneCoin, which is what is going to determine the usability of our coin. And many facets of this ecosystem has already been rolled out. We have the franchise for the dealshaker platform. That's an e-commerce platform similar to eBay and Amazon and Alibaba and so on. We have the OneLife network with over 3.6 million active members and counting. We have the One Academy platform, the e-learning platform, where you have that top-notch educational system about finance, law, cryptocurrency, blockchain, and so much more. We have the trading platform, the oneforex. We even have the One World Foundation, where we give back to the society. Only 2 aspects of our ecosystem is yet to be unrolled, which is the exchange with our digital wallet and the remittance aspect, just like MoneyGram and Western Union. So we are on the top of our game, people. We are moving to a world where our ecosystem is going to so help us that you will not have to pay these high interests, these high fees to do digital transactions and to do business worldwide. A safer world where our coin has KYC embedded on the blockchain so that you can actually track that person. You can track the activity as legal, self-regulated. So all what the central banks across the world, all what governments across the world are looking for, a secure yet non-volatile or involatile payment option, increased trade worldwide, and a payment method which authorities can count on because we have KYC, know your customer, embedded in our blockchain. Each individual transaction can be tracked. And where can you use your coin? Right here. This deal shaker is an e-commerce, is an interactive e-commerce hub. It is also an advertising platform because merchants from all over the world, 126,000 plus and growing daily, can come on this platform, and you know they can be so facilitated to purchase products and service. It takes seconds to do a transaction with the speed of our blockchain. And merchants are happy, and merchants, especially at this time, have the opportunity to sell their goods and services on this e-commerce platform. Check this out.
Trinidad Hilton was today the host to a Dealshaker Expo, where shoppers had the opportunity to peruse a vast number of booths and pay for their items totally or in part with cryptocurrency. The event, put together by the OneLife Network, was an effort to promote the use of cryptocurrency, which they believe represents the future of trading. Janine Brown reports.
The OneLife Cryptocurrency Expo featured some 75 vendors offering products ranging from jewelry, delicacies, foreign user vehicles, and what many claim as the national dish, doubles. Cryptocurrency has been gaining popularity the world over, despite the fact that many governments have not yet established regulations for its use. Independent marketing associate with OneLife, Kimral Ali, believes it's the price of innovation, taking a risk. He explains OneLife has implemented certain policies to reduce the chance for people to use the coin system for illegal activities such as money laundering.
Each individual has to be KYC approved. KYC means know your customer, so every individual must upload a photo ID of themselves as well as proof of address, which is verified by the company before you're able to transact business.
He is confident the benefits outweigh the concerns. He says that the system has the potential to solve trading problems which exist today.
When last did you go to the bank to get foreign exchange? You know the issues surrounding that. But with cryptocurrency, you literally can transact business throughout the world, and you don't need to find the currency of that nation. And that's one of the major benefits.
Vendors were equally optimistic about the future in cryptocurrency.
This is the future, and being that it's into the future, I want to be able to be a person on top of my game.
A lot of things are unregulated, but it's like, if you really compare it, it's like a credit card. At one time, we didn't know anything about credit cards, and people were accepting it.
Earlier this year, the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago said it was in the process of finalizing a policy on cryptocurrency with the hope for publication later this year. Janine Brown, C News.
There you have it, people. The deal shaker leveling the playing field of money and trade. So in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean, deal shaker is being used. People are purchasing all sorts of stuff with their OneCoin. People have bought cars for part OneCoin, part fiat. People have bought lands. People have bought clothes, bottled water, you name it. Whatever you want on deal shaker, you can get in Trinidad and Tobago, right here and the Caribbean. And we have not yet talked of the world. Tomorrow, you get on our One Academy Zoom call at lunchtime, and you will see again Deal Shaker in action. Share this link so that people can come on those Zoom calls at lunchtime and the Zoom calls in the night. You will see Deal Shaker in operation. Virtually anything you can get with Deal Shaker. And of course, our One World Foundation, we have education in the form of a cartoon called Super Ted. for children. So now children can be programmed in a good way by learning finance, learning the history of money, learning how money moves around the system. And we give back to the poor in society. So many people are saying a lot about cryptocurrency. We see it is impacting, the blockchain technology is disrupting and impacting so many different sectors as we spoke about before. So our target is to achieve 10 million members. And if each one of us on this call and in this network were to get 2 persons on board, we can make this happen. We can increase our merchant platform. We can increase the usability by bringing more merchants on the platform. Big merchants, medium-sized merchants, small merchants. In 2 years, it's our goal to achieve this. Now it can happen before 2 years. We had impediments, we had obstacles, we had setbacks, but which company didn't? Tell me, which individual that is successful today didn't? So because we have some issues, does that mean that we are scam, we are Ponzi scheme, we are pyramid? No, my dear people. OneCoin is the best. It is the best project happening right now on planet Earth. Help wealth and to achieve success and financial freedom. So OneCoin is not an investment company. I didn't use the word investment. OneCoin is an educational company. OneLife is an educational company. We sell educational packages just like an online university. And their university is doing similar things. There are many companies copying OneCoin, OneLife operations. So today I urge you to get involved. Get involved now.
The next thing is, we're borderless. Where's the borderless song? No Bill Gates.
OneCoin is border to border.
Let's go cashless. Let's go crypto. Let's go cashless. OneCoin. OneCoin is border to border. It's border to border. OneCoin is border to border. It's border to border. OneCoin is border to border. It's border to border. It's border to border. It's a store of value. OneCoin preservation. It is pocket friendly. Mobile and fast and friendly. No inflation. No volatility. Join the revolution. Change your life today. Feel the power. OneCoin. Crypto power. oneforex. OneLife. Dealshaker. OneCoin is border to border. It's border to border.
OneCoin is border to border.
It's border to border. OneCoin is border to border. OneCoin is border to border. It's border to border.
So the more coin, the more happiness, the more joy.
And back.
Yes, my dear people, all across the nations of the world, in every community, race, class, ethnicity, OneCoin is border to border. Get with the program, position yourself, get the necessary education so that you can understand the world of cryptocurrency and you can be ahead of the game, as you saw in the video with the Dealshaker, ahead of your game. Get your business on Dealshaker and trade using your OneCoin. It has been wonderful being with you. I hope I was able to add value to those of you who are listening, whether it is on YouTube or on this Zoom call. I thank you very much for the opportunity. One's out.
Wow. Thank you, Noel. Thank you so much, Noel, for sharing tonight, sharing your research, and for inspiring us and giving us passion. I like your passion and showing us a roadmap to success. OneCoin is border to border. Yes, we can't. There's no denying it. You have reached many persons tonight, I am sure. I would like to call on Eric Alvarez, one of our dynamic independent marketing associates in this company, to share his experience in joining OneLife. He is so passionate, and when you call on Eric for anything, he's knowledgeable, he knows, and he does his research, and he adds a lot of value. Eric Alvarez, could you please unmute your mic?
Thank you, Madam Deborah. Are you guys hearing me okay?
Yes, you can speak up a little bit, please.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yes. Thank you for this opportunity to speak. Good night, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world listening. I always cherish every opportunity I get to share and to let people know about this experience and what it has been able to do for me. I am one of those who got into Dealshakerfrom early, and I mean, Dealshaker has become literally a part of our lives, especially now with this COVID-19 scenario. We stay at home and we order our groceries, we order stuff, we order our cleaning material and a number of things, and just to make a quick arrangement with the merchant and collect the next day, collect a couple of days after, as the case may be. In some cases, we even have drop-offs. I was able to purchase, I was the first person in our country, Trinidad, to be able to purchase a plot of land using OneCoins. I bought a couple cars using partly payment in OneCoin. But what, out of all of those things, what has stood out to me the most over the years is when my son came to me and said, I asked him if he had completed his One Academy course, because after coming involved in this in 2016, I put my wife in, I put my son in with the relevant packages, as the case may be, and so I got my son to do the training. So I asked him, what to think about it, what was it like? And he said, Daddy, everything that they have touched in One Academy level 1, he said it is on par with what he had recently completed some training in economics and business and finance. And he said it is on par with what he's just learned in our institution called COSTAT. Of course, Trinidadians will know what that is. He said it is on par with what he did 2 years of studies at COSTAT. And our One Academy level 1, he said it is on par. He said, but furthermore, we have taken a step further because we have now added the option of talking about cryptocurrency. And more so, when you buy your education package, you have the option to earn free tokens, as Noel said, which you can mine and get your coins that you can now use on the Dealshaker. So what that has done for me is beyond anything else. If I had any doubt, that in itself has validated the credibility of the company because, again, as Noel would have said, the education is the heart of this company. That is where it all started. That is the foundation from the mind of the founder of OneCoin. Education is central to this, and that's the only product, really, only real product that we sell. Education. We have finance, we have law courses, we have forex courses. They are all based on is education. And so, if I had any doubts, when I heard that what our education system was on par with what is being offered at those levels, which is like a university level training, I say, that's it. That's it. Well, I've already proven the coins and the worth of the coins, but that factor to me validated the credibility of the company. So if people can say what they want, at the end of the day, I have proof, living testimonial proof, not just talk and hearsay, but I have my own personal experience. I could look at my son, look at my wife, look at other people, practical everyday living, this experience. So, Deborah, I want to thank you for this opportunity to share. I hope I would have been able to bring some measure of value and maybe clear some concerns in people's minds, as the case may be. But this has been a life saver for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. Of course, you have helped so many people, including myself. And, renew that passion every day. You have to take a little bit of passion, like with your vitamins, to really continue on your journey. Try not to look around too much at the negatives. They're there in your face, but there is so much to do and so much to live for and so much to accomplish. In this education in One Life, I am doing forex. I am participating in e-commerce. I'm a merchant. I'm a customer. It's more than I even thought that I'll be doing at this stage in my life. If you find that your skills are outdated, this is the way to go, because this is now and will continue in the future. I can't end this call without asking our captain, Blue Diamond, Cordell King James, to bring his positive vibes and enthusiasm and great energy and encouraging wisdom to you and me. And if I have to think of one word to describe Cordell King James, is stick-to-itiveness. Yes, stick-to-itiveness throughout any obstacles. He is. Thank you, King James.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you so much. Pleasant good day, good afternoon, good morning, good everything to you all who's under the sound of my voice. Sitting here, I'm listening, I'm paying attention. Well, I love how you ended border to border is border to border. And I just start to smile to myself, and I'm thinking, do people really know? Do they understand? And I was doing some reading of some different information today. And one of the things that a person said to me the other day, he said, every time I listen to you, you don't sound the same. You're not repeating yourself. I said, I just cannot. I said, I don't want to sound the same dull over and over type of individual, but you always have something to share and something to talk about if you are in a learning mood. So anytime I have the opportunity to open my mouth, I have no problem with doing that because I'm always feeding myself. And today I found it fascinating reading up some of the information regarding the government of Trinidad and Tobago and what they're discussing. They're discussing an e-identification card. And I'm smiling, I'm laughing to myself. And we speak about this so much and so often. We speak about how people, they want to take the blockchain, because that's what the e-identification card would have to run on. When he speaks about no corruption in it and things of that nature, and being able to correctly identify persons, because they're going to want to use blockchain and implement blockchain technology. This is why I'm so happy we sell education. No matter how people speak about it, no matter how they attempt to deny it, no matter what individuals say and try to act like it's not relevant or important, you who are a guest, you who are IMA, you right now need to respect our educational platform called One Academy. Because you can see through the situation clearly that if they want to really slow or stop corruption, you cannot just tell me, let me introduce an identification card on blockchain, and that is the solution. Madness. Not when we have a method of payment, when criminals use what? They use some form of method of payment, more than likely cash. So here we have a digital blockchain-based cryptocurrency. And that is not the conversation and the solution that you even discussing. Wow. So it astonished me how people disregard what is really important. And that is just understanding that the value can be passed between you and I without the interruption of others if we deem it valuable between each other. That is simple money. Money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. I love that. I love knowing that. I love being able to identify with that. And I love what we're building. And I'm so calm and patient with this process that I don't even need to rush it anymore. Because I know bit by bit, having educated miners, one of the key things that I heard Dr. Ruja say in the earlies, that educated miners, that means people who come in and understand the concept will attract others and more importantly, understand the value that they have. So when I see the government just trying to react, I know that they're just copying suit someone else. They're just trying to look like they're doing some work, but they're doing nothing. That is nothing of significance and relevance that's really going to do what? Coming out of this COVID-19 situation to improve the country's status of what? So you identified what you can give away? Okay, let's check to make sure we're not giving away $900 extra TT dollars. Really? That's how you're going to put the economy back together? Friends, this great reset that is happening before us, it is our duty and mandate over the next couple of days that we have with this call to enlighten and encourage and to get Tom, Dick, Harry, and Harry Lal in front of this information, because it's too crucial of an information for people to ignore and act like it's not important. It is vital what we sell. And those who decide to participate early is what you will be known as the fortune that is favoring the brave. Ones who are willing to step outside of their comfort zone and be brave enough to adapt new information, which is the number one hindrance for most humans. They don't want to accept new information because they would have grown till they were 18, 20, 21, and whatever they learned there, they don't want to grow no more. So learning is not a part of their interest. Let's seek out, uncover, and find those diamonds in the rough. It's important for us to find those diamonds in the rough. The ones and the twos and the three, just the way you have been found, someone can be found as well. Because we all didn't rush into this and say, hey, choose me, I understand. It was a process for every single one of us. Each one of us went through our own personal process. But thank you, Jesus, that we're here today. So I want to let you know, you are well positioned, but position someone else. Don't leave them behind. Help them pass their misunderstanding. And don't talk to the same 10 persons every single day. Talk to new people. Your phone have over 1,000 people on it. Call someone new. Sharing is caring. Let's give them the knowledge and hope that they want to apply it. It's not of our making if they apply it, but it's our doing for us to share the knowledge. So I want to tonight commend those who have been on this call faithfully. I want to let you guys know I appreciate you highly, but we can do more. We can do more. We can share, we can care, and we can continue to build. There's a reason why you are here today. You have been a chosen special one that will continue to be someone. But all I'm asking you to do is to love someone else, because you have to love people in order to grow people. So let's love, let's encourage, let's push, and let's strive for the greatness that we are. You are the one destined to be. I am the one destined to be. And if you have that feeling, you have that in your heart, there is no holding or stopping any of us. Because together we are one. We need to have one voice and encourage all the existing focused individuals to be the same. One message, one academy, more education, and more education. And of course, we don't deny our usability, which makes us all smile. There's some special promotions that'll be on the way. Wednesday webinar, don't miss it. They're going to be unleashing some information for those who want to position themselves. I can't wait for Donna to get a part of this system. It's just going to make shopping easier for every single one of us. Position yourself for Romania is going to become easier. So I'm letting you know that we are just going to grow and explode. But to enjoy this explosion is better when you're with friends. Much better. So let's bring in some of those stubborn friends. Let's bring in some of those loved ones. Let's bring it to someone, some stranger, some whoever. Let's make it happen. It's all about one life for more life. I love when Katie's tell me one life for more life. I take in that tagline. I love it. And because I believe one life can add more value to your life and it can increase quality of your life. It's all about one life for more life. It's your humble servant here, King James, wishing you a great great night of rest, sweet dreams, and looking forward to seeing you at the next available presentation. One's out.
Thank you so much, King James. Thank you so much. If you love family and you have love for yourself and love for community, share. Share, call your friends and family and share to everyone. So that's the end of our call tonight. I thank everyone who participated tonight, including those who listened. And see you tomorrow, same time, as we continue on our journey of 60 days of financial learning to change your circumstances now. Start now. We thank you. Good night. Farewell. One's out.